Hi, welcome to week 11 of me talking impromptu. Today I wanted to talk about what are the next steps we can take from now on to build systems for us to survive easily without stress and live our life in a fulfilling way. I was going to talk about that. Also, yesterday I heard the news that America, Israel have attacked on Iran and Iran is attacking on other countries. Yeah, we all knew that was coming, right? The way leaders are talking each other, they're trying to show it like trying to come into a talk table together, and it's just to show the world that they willing to talk but can't resolve those conflict with talk. Because while they are talking, they're preparing all their military behind, and those military generals, the army officials in higher positions, they were trained to attack, they were trained to fight. And when they were given hopes to fight and not telling not to fight, maybe it feels them bad as well. Maybe it makes them hurt as well. Even I saw a post, a news recently that America is saying it is much better politically if Israel attack Iran first. Because if America attack Iran first, it will be like why America is attacking all those countries. What is the issue? The American people will start questioning. But if Israel attack Iran first and Iran is attacking again on Israel and US, then US have a reason to justify for the taxpayers of the country, citizens of the country. This is why we are attacking Iran. Even Trump is saying that the leadership of Iran is so threatening for them. They are doing these attacks because they want to defend their people from the attacks. But imagine now you have Google in your phone. You can search on Google and find out how many countries attacked Iran has attacked over last maybe 20 years. You can find all the information from the Google. And also you can search on Google how many countries that America have attacked for the last 20 years. How many leaders they have eliminated in the last 20 years. They always come to the media and say that these countries are a threat to us, for our citizens, for democracy, for United States of America, and it's a threat. So we have to eliminate those leaders. So from my viewpoint, what I see is they just give a reason, justify in front of their people. Because how many people gonna watch their media? How many people gonna watch their media? Not many. Not all the countries watch their media. For their taxpayers, that excuse is enough to attack. So when people just busy with their day-to-day life, when they question why you can't talk, Mr. President, why you can't talk and talk and talk. If you don't know how to talk, find some mediator who can talk between countries and find a better solution for both the countries. Like one of the demand from US to Iran is not to build nuclear weapons, not to have nuclear weapons. And who says that? Who says that is a country with so many nuclear bombs in their country? According to, I think, ICC rule, countries have to tell where your nuclear facilities are, and they need to be checked by some officials. And America is demanding that from Iran, while America never done that in the history. People don't know where are the nuclear facilities in US, but US want Iran and other countries to tell it worldwide. Even Pakistan have nuclear weapons, even India has nuclear weapons. They don't just go all the countries and tell you can't have nuclear weapons, we have to get rid of it. First, even as a moral, ethical lead, they have to say, we are gonna remove or we're not gonna make any nuclear bombs. These are our nuclear bombs. You can have a look. We have a report. This is the storage. You can have a look. We also gonna move away with nuclear bombs, and you can too. And you can have an assembly, international assembly or international meeting for all the countries with nuclear weapons, and you can talk, because fighting with nuclear weapons not gonna do any good for any country. It only bring harm for civilians mostly. Civilians. If you are a leader and if you can feel the pain of a civilian who survive barely, hardly, how can you take such actions? How can you take such actions without talking internationally, having a meeting, having discussions, talking? They just want to attack one country and eliminate the leadership. Even President Trump have said, people of Iran, act against your president, act against your leader and eliminate your leader. What if someone in another country say the same to American president? Americans, please stand up. Look at your Democratic and Republic parties. They are funded by same organization, AIPAC and Israel. Wake up right now and eliminate your government and build a people's government that can really think about you, about your children's future, and create better systems for you to survive. But imagine, what if someone says that to American citizens? They will come to the media. Oh, this man have said this. He's a threat to the United States of America. We're going to eliminate those. And they just justify their actions. Is that the media narrative can choose sides? And can it help you to choose a side? Because in both the sides, civilians are impacting. Civilians. For me, when you look at the old news and old videos, you can clearly see this is all drama. Even Netanyahu, from 1997, he's saying Iran is very close to build a nuclear bomb. We have to eliminate those. It's been like 29 years now. Like every 5 years, he come to the media and say Iran is a few weeks away from making a nuclear bomb. We have to take action now. What a fucking joke. That's how you plant a fear. You plant a seed of fear in people's mind. They come to the media and talk that, and the media just broadcasting everywhere, and majority of working class, people who survive peacefully, people who can afford something in this Western world, they watch this media and they think, oh, Iran really is a threat to our survival. It's really a threat to US. It is really a threat for our children. So it's okay what they are doing. We don't have to take any action. Just be silent and continue with our work, and they will carry out their jobs and the world will have peace. But in long time ago, Even there are US military have said media that America is planning to attack 7 countries in 7 years or so. They already planned that. They already, in those behind the curtains, in those meeting rooms, they already have planned that, and they have to give that plan to the citizens, for us, for people. They have to justify their plan. But what they have talked in those rooms, they are not gonna tell us that. They just find excuses. They just create a small conflict in some area by paid. They can easily pay few Muslim people with Muslim names to carry out violent conflict or some attack. So they can send their media groups and record that beautifully. The people who are attacked, oh, when you read the name, this is a Muslim guy. So Muslim are terrorists. They want to attack the world. They want to destroy our survival. They want to destroy this system. So we have to support US. So when that happens, leaders come into the media and say, we fund billions of dollars to this war. We give billions of dollars to this country to fight against the enemy. And people are silent. Okay, USA, you carry what you want. We know you are trying to protect our planet from terrorists. But what if all that situations, all that media that we consume are a drama that they have created, and they have planned each and every step of the way? It can't be 100% planned, because the world is not happening as planned always for 100%. But they have an agenda. They have an agenda to attack Libya, Iraq, Venezuela, Cuba, Canada, Greenland, fucking how many countries? Why are they doing that? For resources? Now imagine how many people in Iran, 90 million people. If something happened, who suffer the most? People who are poor, who trying hard to find a way to survive. They are the ones who is suffering the most, not the officials in Iran. They not suffer much. They may be thinking and stressing a lot about what they can do next. But who live with hunger when they can't find food with all those sanctions and tariffs and everything? Wake up, world. Wake up. US government is doing this for very long time. They publicly saying that they're gonna attack, they're gonna destroy, and it is a threat to our nation. And Trump saying, this is a terrible person. Who is saying that? A good person? A saint? A saint who wanna eliminate humans just to make his mark, just to get the control of the Middle East, to help Israel, their best friend. The same people who fund their election campaigns. Israel, APEC. They are the most valuable asset companies in the world. They are the one who is supporting both the parties in American election. And they have said that publicly. They are supporting Republic. Also, they are supporting other party. Who? Republic and Democratic. And whoever comes to the power in United States, they are in favor of Israel. They are in favor of whoever the enemy. They are saying, we just gonna attack. We have all the military power in the world. We have all the resources. So we don't need to talk. We don't need to talk to find a better solution for all the humans. We just use our technology, military weapons, which are funded by taxpayers, which are funded by you probably, directly or indirectly. So we use that money to attack those countries so you can have peace. That's what they come into the media and telling us all these years. Imagine the pattern, imagine the drama, imagine the script they are showing us every day through media. It's the same pattern, country by country. What they want to have a dominant US dollar in all over the world, or a single currency that accepted by all the countries in the world, or single rule that everyone need to accept all over the world. That is not leadership, that is dominance, that is control. That is not ethical human behavior. That is not moral, ethical human behavior. That is the behavior of fucking animals. That's what the government of USA and Israel and I don't know what other countries. That's the same thing everyone doing. Oh. So probably you know what is happening in the world right now. And you may be at home thinking, I'm a single person, what can I do? What can I do? I'm a single person, how can I stop these wars? Even our silence, without speaking a word, is the approval for them to carry out. And I know the citizens of USA don't want this. Even they are tired of this system, because even they are being the biggest consumers in the world by this model of survival. So if a system that created by humans is not sustainable for our future, for our planet, and for us to survive, what we should do? When we attack a current system, the people who believe that system is good, or people who survive, people who maintain power in that current system, they believe something attached to them is gonna go away. Their power was gonna go away. Their survival, what they have known for years, gonna go away. We can't let this happen. So people who manage those systems, they start to react. They want to defend their system. So when people attack those systems, what they do is with their power, they can easily eliminate those people who fighting against the system. They have power, military power, surveillance, data, information and everything, right? So one or two people speaking will not be enough for those animals with power. If it is really a human, you should be able to talk. If you are a leader, if humans, if citizens of your country don't like what you are doing, you got to be able to listen to your citizens, not just telling them this is the right way, you should obey this, you should get used to this way, and you should live this way. That's control. People don't like to live in control. As a leader, you should explain the people, this is not what you believe, might not be right because this is the reason. What the way we continue will not harm any citizens, not you or not any citizens, any human in another country. When leaders can't say that, but they are more attached to their survival, blackmailing shit or scarcity, mostly fear, they just want to protect and defend their system. So I said today I was going to talk about what we can do from here onwards, from this moment onwards, right? So the current existing system is not suitable for us. What we can do is envision a better future for us first. Better future. Like we don't have to work this much first thing, right? We can create systems for us to work little bit and enjoy the life most of the time. Why is it not possible? We are not supposed to work 365 days. It's the system that keeps us in the loop so that we don't question the system. But if we imagine, humans need to survive, that's true, because we need to provide our needs, basic needs, survival. But we can create a system that we can work like less than the number of hours we work now, and we can connect with people, spend time with our family, loving ones, strangers, talk with them, get to know, find some time for leisure, for us, for humans to thrive and feel fulfilled. So if we have that vision in hand, we have to slowly create systems for us to move there slowly, integrate with this system. We can't eliminate our old system at once. When more and more human, more citizens slowly engage in a new system, and slowly there will be more people engaged in that system, and over the time that will be the existing and current system in the world, and the old system will be automatically eliminated, right? So right now we are dealing everything with dollar, US dollar, a paper that printed by a bank, just a paper. How that paper get value? Have you ever imagined that, thought about that? The single piece of paper, before it was backed by gold, but after some time it was removed and it just became fiat currency. That means that paper have value because you trust the government and the president, and people trust each other. That's the only way that paper have value. We have given that paper a value because we, individual humans, believe that paper has value. And to earn that paper in this current system, we need to either work. We need to work a job, or we need to find a business or create a product that helpful for people. So that means humans are rewarded in this system to basically using your labor or designing or creating a product that will be useful for people, right? So this system reward competition, productivity, and working. That's what this system reward. So people tend to attach to that for the reward that comes after. So you don't care about the other humans living on different country. If you make money by selling your weapons or your technology to another country, you should have a reason. So you justify your attacks on another country, so you can sell billions of weapons to other country. So it rewards some people, right? When US president comes to the media and say, we give $50 billion for Israel, that 50 billion doesn't go to Israel. That 50 billion go into the weapon manufacturers in the country, and they build weapons. That money circulate in US most of the time, but it goes to weapon manufacturers. What they do, what those weapons can do, They can destroy a life, your survival, a building, and when you demolish all the buildings in, let's say, Gaza, then they come to the media and say again, we're gonna construct this. When they construct that area again, what happens is their GDP goes up, there are more jobs for people to construct, and people think that is development. But that is not really the development. You destroy something first, and when you construct it, that's not called development. That you using your knowledge and the people, the power to continue your system. So what I thought about is, what if we give value, recognition, reward to be a good human in this society? This society is not thriving or support each other by just rewarding money. You can join a company and for more reward, you could do anything, right? The more money you are paid, you are willing to do anything because you are getting rewarded. And that doesn't keep people united. That doesn't keep people in harmony, because it creates division and hate with each other. But what if we reward a people just for be a good person, just to help, let's say, just to be kind? When you kind for some human or help some human, let's say you get a reward, or you volunteer in some program or community, you get a reward. If people are rewarded for being kind or doing good things in the society, they are tend to do more and more good for the society, right? Because it's not just for the reward they're getting later, but when they do it in good intention, in the back of their head they have a slight idea that I am being seen, I am being recognition, I am being rewarded to do something good in the society. And if we can spread that slowly, like not all the currencies start with the highest position. US dollar not became fiat currency at first, it's backed with gold first. Likewise, what if we start something small? So this is what ChatGPT says. Kindness is praised but rarely supported. Service is respected but often invisible. So I started wondering, what if we could make kindness visible too? Today, our economy measures only one thing: how much we produce, how much we earn. But it does not measure how much we listen, how much we care, how much we heal others. Yet these are the things that truly hold society together. Many good people serve quietly, but they feel unseen, unrewarded, sometimes even tired or alone. So the system slowly forgets the heart. So I am experimenting with a small idea, very simple. I call it emotional currency. It is not money, it is not business. It is just a way to recognize and reward kindness. For example, if someone volunteers, mentors a young person, or help organize an event, or simply listen to someone in pain, they earn points. These points can be exchanged inside the community for small benefits like workshops, events, shared meals, learning spaces, or support. So service becomes visible, care becomes valued, contribution becomes celebrated. This is not a big project, not complicated. Just 15 to 20 people, one small experiment. We track good actions using a simple online form or WhatsApp group, nothing fancy. Just humans helping humans. That's not the everything that I have to say about the emotional currency. As this is an impromptu one, I want to talk with my heart. I can post somewhere some other time about how we can take it. But first, even we go to start small. In your community, you can simply start small. Find 2-3 people, give them this idea. I can share the steps we can go through, because it's not easy, it's not something we know, it's new. So we have to be conscious, start slowly, and work in progress. And then after some time, I believe the new system or new currency can replace most of the existing system, the burnout, the stress that you receive. It's not worth the paper money we receive, right? So many people I have met, they're stressed, they're overwhelmed, they're tired, they don't know what they are doing. They're just running for that reward, running non-stop for that reward. Because we born without knowing anything, even those leaders are born without knowing. It can be good for some time, and when the time comes, humanity must evolve from that. And the current existing leadership, it's their survival instincts to resist. But we can let them know kindly, you don't have to resist, just let it be. Let it humans choose what they want to choose. It's simple like that. You don't have to force them anything. For digital ID, you don't have to force them if they are willing. Even I have heard news, they can make you willing to accept digital ID by the circumstances we face. That's also control propaganda. That's control agenda. And we become manipulated, we becoming victims. But we can, right now we can be conscious and slowly integrate a new system, new ways. To have peace, first humans should feel peace. When they are chaotic inside, whatever they show in media, we simply accept. So we need to go inwards ourselves first. We need to feel that control in ourselves, so we don't seek the control from outside world. We need to take the control of our life. We need to be conscious about our actions. When that happens slowly, the world will have peace. Right now, even the soldiers of America are complaining that they are manipulated and sent to the war. They didn't, like in Iraq war, they were simply lied and manipulated into that situation, brainwashed. When they join the media, what happened is simply they get brainwashed from the people who manage the organization, the officials in army. And that happens, they believe they are doing that for the country and say thank you for the service for our country. But they do is just go to some other country and kill innocent civilians. Their friends get die. The leaders are just telling lies to the media and live their lifestyle. They don't send their son to the war. They just send the sons and daughters of ordinary people, people who can barely survive in this system. So one of the choice they have received in their life is join military, serve their country. When they join military, they are beautiful people. and slowly they get brainwashed into kill some humans in another country, and they think it's their duty and they are being rewarded for that with money. When they are being rewarded, they just kill 1, 2, 3. When they do that for a couple of times, it becomes normal, and 20, 30, 40 becomes nothing. And the more they do it, the more they are rewarded with a medal, public recognition, through the media, people clapping. They feel so proud, right? The young children who are watching that think this is what makes me proud, that make me seen in the world. This is what gives recognition for me, and they tend to do that. But through emotional currency, the new model, people are seen for kindness they bring to the world. They are rewarded for good deeds they do to the world, the people around them. They feel seen, rewarded. Not like giving a medal in front of the media for killing 200 people. That's not the way to the peace. That's not the way to peaceful country. Now think about a small children who lost both of their parents from those American soldiers. The small child creates so much hate, builds so much hate in their heart, little heart, that some country, the people, some few people in another country, so-called developed country, came to my country and killed both of my parents. What should I do? What is my purpose in life? When they grow 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, they're looking what they are doing in life. They slowly become conscious, and at that time, the few organizations come to that area and say, help them first with food, shelter, and show them a path to live. That's what we all need to provide our basic needs: food, water, and shelter. Live with our dignity, and that organization gives that. But that poor child doesn't know who funded that organization. Later, one of the guy, now let's say that organization say that poor child, this is what make your parents gone. They can be the enemy. They are too cruel, too harsh. They just kill you, both of your parents. And when that kid is young, he or she might meet friends who are same like them. Parents gone, no home, no school, no education, no food, no dignity. What they do? They join together, they survive together, they fight together, and they find a purpose in their life to fight against the Western people who come to my land and fight. And those organizations might help them, give weapons, money, so they are becoming powerful. They get training from those organizations, and those young boys and girls become an organization. They call it some name, and they believe they need to take revenge, so they attack some other country. And the president in that country send their media to attack place and create so many drama, media, that news, that citizens like us who just work and survive. And they come to the media, show the news, and they justify this organization, the most evil organization in the world. They are so powerful, they have this weapon, I don't know how they got it. They are so powerful, and they want to threaten our government, threaten our people. They want to kill our soldiers. We can't let it happen. We need to send our armies, we need to attack that country, so we need money. So taxpayer, please give me your money so we can give to our friends who are weapon manufacturers. They will create those weapons, they will take the money and give you the weapons. And so from the weapons you paid to buy, we will go to another land, another civilization, another survival, and we'll just destroy them, and later we send another organization, we'll promise them to build their houses again. So everyone have job, everyone. Wonderful. How wonderful is that? So I believe you might understood something. If you don't understood, I don't know what to do. I'm a single person right now. I have all these thoughts. Leaders are not talking. They just want to fight because it's their survival. They want to make money as well to maintain their luxury lifestyle. If they bought one island, and if that one island is raided by police for some reason, they might need to buy another island. So need a lot of money, right? To maintain that power, control, dominance. Who doesn't like power? Who doesn't like control? I'll tell you who. Someone who haven't experienced that fulfillment, experienced that relaxation, experienced that dominance inside you. People who haven't experienced the control of your own life. People who getting blackmailed, they don't have control in their life. So they want control from the outside world, and they believe by telling some story to the media, give them control, people listen. But actually your silence is their approval. So they believe the world is dancing on their words when you are silent. But actually no one is really controlling the whole world. No one. No one controlling the whole world. They think they can influence. They cannot. They believe, and they like to believe, and they come to the media and say those things. And people who listen to those stories through media also believe, and it gives them power to make you more and more controlled and make you slaves in that existing system. So that is the current existing system in the world right now. And I know many people, young people, don't like that dominance. They don't like the genocides happening in the world. They don't like the wars happening in the world. They don't want that to happen. They feel like, just like you breathing, that another human in another country, they also want to breathe. They also want to survive. They also want to provide their basic needs, food, shelter. They want to maintain their dignity. And some governments pay their soldiers to go and destroy their livelihood. So those leaders can get control of those nations and control those resources in those countries. So basically, those leaders are resource junkies, oil junkies and resource junkies. They can't survive. They can't keep control without those. So they do try to do everything in their knowledge. Basically, that's the only way they know, that they have learned. But as young people, young citizens, we can tell the leaders there can be another education, another knowledge, that we can share resources among the world and live peacefully. And we have to tell them that there's more knowledge, more education. You don't know everything. You believe you know everything. That is our human nature. Every human believes what he knows is true, and that's the only truth. But we can let them know what you believe is not the only truth. There can be more truth to what you believe, and there can be other options, other ways we can manage these resources and share. So you can live happy, I can live happy, leaders can live happy, citizens live happy. There are two ways that leaders can dominate. They can tell them, demand people to live this way, so the leaders can maintain their luxury lifestyle and their survival. Or else they can talk with people and create system for humans to live freely, survive freely, and be free, not slaves, feel fulfilled. And so leaders can live their lifestyle. No one gonna bother them. When people stand up, when leaders don't live up to their words, right now in this system they're suppressing you so much, and you don't have time to live with yourself, to be with yourself, to feel you within you, because they don't want that. But my friend, we can tell them this is not the only way. Humans are evolving. This is what your ancestors have inherited, and you have inherited from your ancestors, and that's the only way you know how to survive in this system. But there are other ways, there might be other ways you can survive and thrive, even for you, even the families of leaders as well. Even for leaders, there are better options. And one of the main thing humans should ask from leaders is a qualification to be in that position. They are basically responsible for millions of lives. How can they really care about millions of people when they are more attached to their worldly resources and titles and their beliefs? They have to first prioritize the millions of people before their worldly resources, their attachment towards their titles, their attachment towards their beliefs. How can they do that? To do that, they require education. That education alone is become the qualification for leaders to be in that position. If you are more attached to your worldly resources and titles and beliefs, whenever the election is near, they come to the media and they just sweet talk you, they just manipulate you. Two parties, media shows you two parties to choose one from, but both the people are chosen and funded by the same organization called APEC, and it is funded by Israel and the wealthy people, you can say. And you know, the most wealthiest corporation, BlackRock, Jewish background, they control the most assets in the world. And even the people who run for president election, they know if you don't do what they say, they can just destroy the economy, and the people will blame the leadership and the media narrative. Those corporations have a lot of money, right? The more money they give for the streamline media, that's what they show. And even they already have people working for them in the media. So through media they can destroy any leader, they can uplift any leader, they can create any narrative. That is what's happening. This all feel like a circle, right? And we all going on and on through the circle. So my friend, it is your time to break that cycle. It is your choice to break that cycle. It's your courage to break that cycle. And think, what kind of a future your children would like? What kind of a future your child self, your baby self, children self wanted in this world? How you want to live? You want to live through competition, learning, going up and up and up, more reward, more money. You think more big house, big swimming pool, big island will make your life happy? You can try. Then after you trying, you might feel like, oh, I'm still in the same cycle. Then you might be old, you might have repeated the same pattern for 50, 60, 70 years. You don't know what to do now. You will die in dementia, regret, unfulfilled. Yeah, is that the life you want to live? That's not the life I want to live. I can go somewhere and live my life peacefully without depending on this system right now. But am I the only one who need to come out of this cycle? No. I see so many people I talk with so many people. They don't know what is happening. They don't know what to do. They don't know what action to take. So, if we can be a voice for them to take action, if we can be a solution for them to live happily, fulfilled, thriving, provide their basic needs and live in dignity, we have to do something. And my friend, I can't do this alone. I need your help. I need you to be like me. I need you to work with me together as one organization, for one purpose, for one vision. If we all come into one purpose, one vision, there's nothing we can't do. If there's a group of people can think and focus and think and focus and create a rocket, a big ship, a V8 engine, a nuclear bomb, we can get together, sit down in a chair, sit down around a table. We can think and focus and we can create system for us to survive, to provide our basic needs easily without getting burned out, and we can live with connection, with meaning, fulfilled, thriving as a society, because the society does not keep it together by that paper money, by those rules in the books. It keeps us together through values, by thinking we are same human breathing under one sky. If there's one sky, why we can't have one future, one mission for us to evolve, survive, to create for our children? For humanity is evolving. Right now, we are connected more than ever. Beautiful, isn't it? Otherwise, in the early ages, if you have ideas like this, you should have write in the paper, in the newspaper, you have to go to the radio, or you have to find a poster, you have to organize a rebel, protest. But right now, we don't have to do that. What we have to do is learn, get information, learn, integrate into your life, be conscious, learn empathy, learn listening, learn about your own mind, learn how it works. When you do that, you will understand another human. You can do that peacefully, without making noise. Without making noise, every one of us can slowly become conscious, loving humans who take control of their own life. When slowly there are many millions of people like that come together, without even think, with our bare hands, we can change the system, the way we live. We can do that. And it's up to us. It change by within us, change from us slowly. And it's time for us to take action. It's time for us to learn and feel the power within ourselves, to feel the human heart, the human pain, so we feel the pain of another human. And when we do that, we don't harm another human. And when you become a leader, emotionally intelligent leader, when you become a conscious leader, you feel the pain of another human in another country. So for you, war is not an option. That's the future we are going to build. So my friend, think, learn, get more information. Don't get too much information. Sometimes it can be too much. Get information, reflect, think from your angle, think from another angle, learn. Slowly, we can do this. So this is week 11, I'm talking. I'm in the beach right now, people are talking. I like to talk with strangers as well. But time is limited, I got some other work to do as well. So, until I talk to you next week, take care of yourself, be happy with yourself, and stay happy. Bye.